An historic ruling symbolically placed in an indigenous sack. Colombia's peace tribunal, created under the 2016 peace deal, ordered 12 former soldiers to 8 years of reparations work for the extrajudicial executions of 135 civilians.
No Colombian should have died as a result of a criminal network tasked with selecting, murdering and disappearing innocent people, with the sole purpose of turning them into figures, numbers, cold and tainted statistics.
At least 6,400 people were killed in the so-called false positive murders between 2002 and 2008 during the presidency of Álvaro Uribe. Mostly poor farmers, minorities and indigenous people, executed by soldiers then presented as rebels killed in combat in exchange for promotions and time off. The 12 soldiers sentenced Thursday will avoid prison after admitting responsibility and giving full accounts for their crimes. Instead, their movements will be restricted and they will join reparation efforts. Lucia Piña, whose father was executed in 2005, says she supports the tribunal, even if it feels bittersweet.
Personally, I think there were advances because when the tribunal began, I didn't even know what had happened to my father. In my family, we couldn't even talk about his case because of the taboo and the fear. So yes, I believe progress was made, but I'm also aware these encounters must continue and that we must keep supporting them to truly rebuild the social fabric that was broken.
These rulings are reviving a debate on peace and justice in Colombia that have deeply polarized this country and that many here considered closed. Some human rights observers say the sentences fall short of effectively restricting the soldiers' liberty.
The agreement established that it would be sanctions that would not be jail time. It would include this restorative component, but it had to include 5 to 8 years of effective restriction of liberty. And for me personally, from the perspective of Human Rights Watch, what it is lacking is to actually at least fulfill what was established in the agreement in terms of demanding that minimum of 8 years of effective restriction of liberty.
No quedarán en la impunidad.
Earlier this week, the same court sentenced 7 former FARC leaders for the group's policy of kidnapping for ransom. They're controversial rulings, yet both are fundamental, if flawed, steps toward overcoming decades of war. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.